Greetings once again, and this is for you. I'm Stan Houston. This is the Jesus Entrepreneur Experience from the Christian Entrepreneur Network. And indeed, this program, this podcast, is just for you. That's one of my signature statements. That's right. I say that quite often. And I also have a variety of other ones. Oftentimes I'm well known for fear kills everything. Don't let it kill you. I also am somewhat known for the question, which is, what is clear to you now since we last met? Yeah, what is clearer to you now? Well, I was thinking about that. Remember last week we talked about it was being declared as National Question Month, and I had all kinds of people who sent me all kinds of lists of questions, from the question to the top 3 questions. One guy had 50 questions that every leader should be able to ask or know. So on and on it went. However, I want to ask you a very significant question, which someone shared with me. And here it is. Are you doing what you want to do? Are you doing what you want to do? Could we take some time on our little 20-minute program to talk a little bit about signature statements and then perhaps that vital question? Are you doing what you want to do? This is the Jesus Entrepreneur Experience. It begins right now. Indeed, the master teacher came into the world, and he told stories, and he asked questions. And one of the things I would love to do is to come into your life and your business and help you create your story, and the stories that you will use to share your wisdom, your insight and truth, stories that demonstrate what you can do in service to others. And perhaps turn that storytelling into an experience. So if you would like me to help you build your business, I can do just that. I believe I'm pretty good at it. So radioedge77@gmail.com, radioedge77@gmail.com. I would love to talk to you and figure out how together we could help you build your business by learning the art of storytelling for your selling, for your marketing, for demonstrating to people not just what you do, but how good you are when you do it. Well, here's a part of the story about the question and about the question I just asked. I was actually doing some research on a particular organization, and in doing so, I was cruising the whole wide web about it. And then it turns out that one of the leaders of the organization, his obituary had been posted recently. And I read through that, and it was about a man who lived a life of a real power and influence. And it says in the obituary that he was well known for this one question. And it was the question I just asked. Are you doing what you want to do? And that struck me because, you know what? I know a lot of people who are not doing what they want to do. They're certainly doing what they have to do, or what they think they should do, or what is necessary to do. But what a tough question. Are you doing what you want to do? And I would just simply share that with you. It's not meant to be judgmental in any way, at least coming from me, is, do you know what you would love to do? Do you know what you believe God has called you to do? Do you actually have any sense of divine purpose in what you are going to do or how you're going to do it. Are you doing what you want to do? And I could probably just leave the program at that, and that might not be a bad idea, and just simply say, I'd love for you to take some time to think about that. Are you doing what you want to do? If you're not, do you want to try to figure out what it is you want to do? And do you want to try and figure out how you could do more of what you want to do and do less of what you don't want to do? Could I help you do that? And I would be more than grateful if you'd give me the opportunity to see if I could help you, first of all, figure out perhaps the answer to that question, and then to do something else, and that is to help you tell stories that will help you build your business. I'm going back from Tucson, where I normally hang out, to my former hangout up in the area of Midwestern America, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then to what will be kind of our quartered capital, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It is one of the startup capitals of the world, and we're going to go to Minneapolis and then go to Sioux Falls and talk to people about being Christian entrepreneurs and giving power and influence to the work of Christian entrepreneurs around the world. So I hope that I will see some of you. And one of those questions will be, what do you want to do? Think about that. Now, I'm blessed in many ways. There's a lot of things I don't like to do, but I do them, first of all, because they have to be done. Secondly, it's because I know it's good for me to do certain things. It's hard work. It's not something that I particularly like to do, but it's good for me to understand that doing good things oftentimes require us to do things that are not easy, that are not simple, things that are difficult and hard, but they are vital to building the world and building the business and building the kingdom of God as we want it to be. We have to do tough stuff. And that's okay, because I want to do what is good for the kingdom of God, what is good for my family, what is good for my business, what is good for my church and community. It may not be just what I want to do, but I want the results from that kind of work. So just let that thought be on you for a while. Again, think about that. Are you doing what you want to do? If you're not, I can help you. RadioEdge77@gmail.com, RadioEdge77@gmail.com. And I can tell you all kinds of stories of people who weren't doing what they wanted to do in their life and business. And because I was able to help guide them, we were able to slide and move and create new opportunities in their life and business, so they moved much closer to doing what they wanted to do. But I had never heard that question before, and a man in his obituary shared that with me, and I share it with you. Powerful, powerful question. I'm Stan Houston. This is the Jesus Entrepreneur Experience, the Christian Entrepreneur Network, tcenglobal.org/contribute now, tcenglobal.org/contribute now. I would be grateful if you could help our work out. We'll be back. Okay, can I just ask you, maybe write it back to me. Are you doing what you want to do, and what is it? Can you tell me about that? I'd love to hear your story. If you are, why don't you share it with me? And perhaps why don't you even raise your hand and say, Stan, I'd love to be on your program. And I would tell people what it is I'd love to do and what I'm doing and how I got to the point of doing what I love to do. I'd love to hear that story. Now, may I make a couple thoughts and suggestions? First of all, would you like to do what I'm doing right now? Would you like to be on the radio? To build your business, to share your wisdom, insight, truth. It's said that 87% of the population wants to write a book, but of course they never get it done. Lots of people would like to be able to share their wisdom and their insight and their truth and tell their story and be helpful to people on the radio, doing exactly what I'm doing. Would you like to do that? We can help you do that. One of the things we're going to do at the Christian Entrepreneur Network is we are also going to help you be a coach to other people. Would you like to be a business performance coach? Would you like to actually learn the art, which I practiced for over a quarter century, of coming into businesses and in terms of their strategy, their leadership, their marketing, their communication, their organization? I'm going back partly to Minneapolis to celebrate the succession of one of my great and wonderful friends and one of my first clients. Her name is Deb Newman, and after over 25 years of finally declaring, this is what I really want to do, she started to do it, and she has built a significant business, which has now had that succession strategy called selling it to somebody else who will carry it on. She's going to do a retirement, and she'll not be very good at retiring. She'll soon find somebody and something else to do to make a contribution, because that's who she is. But I'm going to celebrate that succession, that true succession strategy at a party with her. At the same time, as I said, we're going to be in Sioux Falls, and then there are a number of people in the Minneapolis and St. Paul area who are good friends, and many of them are seeking succession. They are seeking ways to do more in their life and business of what they really want to do, and to do it the way they want to do it, and we'll be coaching and counseling and helping them. So would you like to be a business performance coach? We could do that. Would you like to have your own radio program? We can help you do that. Would you finally like to write that book? We can help you do that. Would you like to have a opportunity to have your own online class or course? That's right. You'd like to teach people online. You've heard of online education, and you've got some wisdom and things you'd like to teach people online, around the world. Perhaps just for good, but maybe to actually do some good, and perhaps even to do well and make some income on it. Would you perhaps like to be what I would call an encore entrepreneur? That, hey, instead of retiring, you're going to start a whole new venture. You've got a little bit of financial security, and now perhaps you're going to actually become, as we say, in your encore years, an entrepreneur. Would you like to do that? We can help you do that. Would you like to find a way to serve people in a more significant way, and do so in a way that is also as a Christian entrepreneur? Would you like to teach people, as I teach people, how to be a Christian entrepreneur? The 7 principles and practices. How to sell the way Jesus would like us to sell. How to build a world-class business like Jesus does. Would you like to become strong? Here's something I've also learned. You know what? We all would like to be strong. In fact, many of the things we do, if we think them through, is to help us become strong. Strong in our faith, strong in our relationships, strong in our business success. We want to become strong. Would you like to become strong, and would you like to teach other people how to become strong? Are those some of the things you would like to do? If you would, we can help you. And yes, we're done for today's program. Always under 20 minutes, mostly under 20 minutes. My name is Stan Houston, and you can reach out at tcenglobal.org, tcenglobal.org. And I would be more than happy to see if I can help you. RadioEdge77 at gmail.com, RadioEdge77 at gmail.com. Looking forward to seeing some of you in Sioux Falls, in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. And obviously online, we can talk anytime you want. All the best and blessings, and while we're on our way, we'll actually be having programs on our way, because that's something we can do with personal on-demand radio. The podcasting world is changing everything in life and business. Perhaps you'd like to do that too. Again, why don't you do more of what you want to do? Hey, all the best and blessings. Until next time, we're on the air, and always, this is for you. And best and blessings to you, and bye for now.